Wow. Yep. You call me the N-word?
Will you stop
That's
it?
what you are, motherfucker.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Motherfucker.
Yep, I got your address 44398. I got you.
Fuck you, punk motherfucker.
I got you saying the N-word, boy. I got you.
Boy?
Yep.
You're a nigga, motherfucker.
Got you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Get the fuck out of here, nigger.
Thank you.
I told you to get off my driveway. I'm gonna knock the fuck out of you. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, man, you cannot hurt me.
I'm on my shit. I'm gonna go
60
get my
years
gun.
old.
You're not allowed in here.
It's private property and private street.
I'm letting you know we're just doing
I
a
don't
job.
want anything from you, nigger.
Okay, I got you.
So before I get started on this commentary, I have to give a shout out to a good friend of mine. I guess you can say a good friend of mine. Shout out to Drew Games, who pretty much was very adamant in wanting me to talk about this story. Well, it's not so much a story, but this video right here. And I actually saw it a couple days ago, and I couldn't help but laugh at the guy because of the comparisons that people have been giving him. And I said they've been spot on. But there were two of them on there that literally stood out to me. I think y'all can agree with me when I say that this guy looks like two movie characters in particular. One, he looks like the mayor of Whoville from the live action the Grinch Who Stole Christmas. And he looks like Pete Pettigrew from the Harry Potter series. Now, you don't know who that is. Pete Pettigrew was a minion to Lord that of who shall not be named, who was once a rat that was turned and transformed into a human, but still maintained rat-like capabilities. Look at the movie or look up the Pete Pettigrew character and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And be like, oh, he does look like this guy. So basically the story goes that this took place in Ashburn, Virginia, also known as Assburn, Virginia. And trust me, that's not a good nickname to have considering the context of the words. Where you had this black man who was the one recording, he was working. If you saw it towards the end of the video, he pointed his camera towards his truck and was saying he was working. And here you have this palm-colored male right here get so irate and so mad that he saw a black man working in a neighborhood in which he never seen him before and probably assumed that he was this bad guy. Because, you know, wherever black people are in a suburban area that's predominantly palm colored, it's immediate danger. Even though looking at this video and seeing how this guy was acting in this video, he would be a danger to anybody from how he looked to how he was talking. Like, that man was turning red in the face. You saw how his hair was all over the place. Let me talk about that right quick, because that's something that stood out to me. It's a lot of discrimination that black people face with their natural hair when it comes to jobs and stuff like that. They'll face discrimination saying they can't have their hair looking a certain way, even in the schools. But I bet you if this guy went up there for an interview for the same job that you were more qualified for than he was, he would probably get it, even with his hair looking like that. And we know why that is. And y'all can't tell me I'm lying. Y'all have seen it on some of the jobs you have worked. Some of you are seeing it now where you're working at. So you had this guy right, he got so mad he called this man the N-word. Notice that the black guy kept his calm the entire time. See, it's gotten to the point where now black people don't even have to get so irate and so, all up into their face and everything like that, because that's the goal. That is the goal of the palm colored person, is they want you to become the aggressor so they can go into victimhood so fast. Meanwhile, this guy was the aggressor the entire time. He was yelling. He was using racial slurs. He even put his hands and got in this man's face a couple of times. I almost thought he was going to spit on him, at which point drop the camera and we would have been throwing them hands, because that's the ultimate form of disrespect, even more so than you calling me a slur. Because now you committed biological warfare. And with everything going on around with this whole virus and everything, and how people are just like don't know how you can really get it, quote unquote, you don't want to take any chances. But the one part that stood out to me in the entire video was what made this guy really even more mad, that made him come back into this guy's face and push him this time. And that's when this black man referred to him as a boy. And you can tell it's just like a slip of the tongue like word, because it's something that black men call each other amongst ourselves, whether they'll say my nigga or my boy. And it's not to be taken in a way that will be make it seem like we're demeaning each other. But when a palm colored person historically has called a black man a boy, it's been seen as demeaning because even as a grown man, he only sees that black man as a child or someone beneath him. So the fact that this black man referred to this grown palm colored man as a boy, he was irate about that, and he came back and he said, but boy, I kid you not, when I first saw this video, I replayed that one part over and over again because I could not get past how funny that part was and how mad he got because he called him a boy. And that's what made him get in his face and then push him. And that's when he became physical. And then, the black man started to name off his address and everything. Like, he had no care, and he basically had no fucks to give at that point when he started naming his address, which I'm actually surprised he actually did do. Now, he didn't say the whole address. He just said like the first 4 digits. He didn't give the street name, so only he would know what the street name was. And you notice he had that other woman there with him. I don't know who she was. She could have been his mother, could have been a sister, could have been a lover. Hell, it could have been a combination of all three, because you know how they get down. But I just wanted to bring this to your attention. Like I said, this is a story right here that's not going to make the news. The video has made its rounds on Twitter because the person posted it up on the 11th, I want to say, and it's pretty much gone viral. I think it has almost 50,000 retweets or something like that. So it's made its rounds and people have pretty much said their piece on it. I think it's even gone so viral, it's even gone overseas, so people have seen it over there. But we see what the guy looks like, we see what he's on. But I'm glad videos like this get put out there for people to get exposed for who they truly are, because this guy right here, if he does have a job, he can go in the job one way and be around black people all the time and be one particular way around them, and then they see this video right here and this is the real him right here. When I always tell you, when a palm colored person does stuff like this or they get into this mode, this is who they are once you peel back them layers and you lift back that veil. That's really who they are. Because like I said, he got mad because he saw a black man in a predominantly white neighborhood. And like I said, this was in Ashburn, aka Ashburn, Virginia. And I told you about Virginia in the past. Virginia is one of the most racist states in the establishment, especially once you get past a certain part of VA. Now, when you're in the northern part of VA, it might be some racism there. It most likely is. But once you get past like the first top part of VA and you start working to the southern part, to the point where you're starting to head more towards North Carolina, like then you get to the racist parts. Every time I tell you about a place with a burg in it, Fredericksburg, Lynchburg, any place with a ville in it, Charlottesville, racist. Believe me when I say this. You can ask anybody who is from VA or currently lives in VA right now that Virginia is one of the most racist states in America. Hands down. Trust me, when I went to go see the Nat Turner insurrection a few years ago, and I actually posted that video up on my original channel. That's why I wish I had my original channel, so those of you who were new could actually see me when I did that. That was in some no man's land area right there. Good thing I went at the time when it was daytime, because I'm like, I do not want to be out here when it's dark, because who knows what might come out of there. Good thing I was able to get out of there before it got dark and got back to the main highway before nightfall. And that was in Hampton, Virginia, by the way. So when I tell you VA is extremely racist, believe me when I tell you that. But that's all I wanted to say about this video right here. I hope y'all got a little bit of a good laugh, especially me when it came to that part when that guy said, but boy, like that's the part that got him mad, because he got called a boy. He's like, how dare this N-word refer to me as a boy? That's what you are. I'm not you. I'm not supposed to be seen as beneath you. He basically let it be known in that moment in his little rant what pissed him off the most. Not the fact that this guy was so-called stepping onto his property, not that this guy put his address out there, but the fact that this black man referred to him as boy. And it was so slick. It was so slick that, and so fast, if you didn't listen close enough, you wouldn't have caught it. But he made sure to catch that. He heard that if he didn't hear anything else. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. If you haven't done so already, make sure to follow me on Twitter. Have your notifications turned on, and I will talk to you in the next one.